From the sportiness of the Mazda MX-5 to the engaging ride of the Mazda CX-5 to the luxury of the Mazda CX-90. Move and be moved in your new Mazda while saving thousands at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer. Team Mazda on Airline.
Just in the nick of time.
You got the timing down. You literally ran from over the traffic center.
It's such a big studio. Oh, yeah. It takes forever to go to one side or the other.
And you whiz right past it. The man
He
gets
did
his steps in all morning long.
I didn't.
Doing business.
So, you know what? I stand next to him every morning.
You feel him.
Oh, yeah, the beard.
What's the stubble?
Well, the stubble. It's No Shave November. I'm doing the Go Grizzly for a cause. Yes. I'll give you the website in the 9 o'clock hour on where you can go and donate money in my name to raise money for cancer research for the Pennington, for the Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center.
Yes.
And that's what we do every year. And they said, you want to go Grizzly for November? I said, yes. But you get to ask my bosses.
I was going to say, you talked to the boss?
Yeah, the boss came to me and said, you want to do it? I said, yeah.
No kidding.
Well, my sister-in-law in Houston had cancer. She's a survivor. A good friend of ours in Beaumont is going through cancer treatment right now. Everybody we know has been touched in some way, directly or indirectly, by cancer, and I'm going to do it in their honor.
There you go.
Powerful way to raise awareness. Johnny, cool. Very visual. So every day we'll check in.
Yeah, every day.
9 News Now.
No shave between now and December 1st.
Yeah, it's about a month. I did that at my last station.
Really?
I did that.
And they were good with it.
They were actually very good because it was for a good cause. And actually, a couple of guys did it at the station. And man, I cannot grow a good beard. That's what I learned about myself. So we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
When
when I was younger, I could, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Still a young fella. I think so.
I get that just for men to get this gray out of the beard.
Just the
We've
right
got
amount.
Sharpies too. Every morning we can help pencil.
Did you say get the gray out of the beard?
Well, minimize it.
Oh, come on now.
Salt and pepper.
Be you, baby.
We'll see.
Yeah, salt
Yeah.
and pepper.
Let it go in
Salt
there.
and pepper.
We love that.
All right, so that's going on. Clearly, it is November. I'm curious. We just got done with Halloween. How quickly do you run through Thanksgiving on your way to Christmas? I am a Thanksgiving fan.
Same.
Okay, but
Come on, you go to Costco every Thursday like I do. Costco's got Christmas trees out already.
I know. They're
September.
Listen, but on the retail side, you're trying to make money. You're trying to get people to prepare early for it. But us commoners, the people who do the shopping, we want to enjoy and savor the most of that as we can.
Through life.
We are.
I didn't feel like that in other countries when I visited. I feel like we're rushing through life over here.
I think we are.
Yeah,
Like Paris,
Europe,
right?
Paris, London.
He is well traveled.
He is.
But they just don't rush through life. In fact, in Barcelona, they shut everything down at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon for their afternoon siesta and reopen at 9 o'clock. We were waiting to get into a restaurant at 9 o'clock, waiting on the doors to reopen.
That would be fantastic, by the way. And I'm old enough to remember where they would wait until at least the day after Halloween to start with the Christmas music, the Christmas stuff in the stores. They don't do that anymore because starting last week, I noticed it, and even right before Halloween, you saw all the Christmas commercials, the music. It just seems earlier every single year.
I think personally, this is just an opinion. I think it's all driven by consumerism. They just want to sell it to you. But Thanksgiving is the best food holiday. Personally, I love it. It's the best memories as a kid.
I think I broke a display stand at Denver yesterday. It was standing going, jingle bell, jingle bell.
Thank you for people who are trying to delay Christmas because there's no Thanksgiving decoration.
The moose outside should have told you.
Yes, you got pumpkins.
Yeah, just punch him right in the face.
You're like the holidays. You're like the holidays' worst nightmare. You talked yesterday about how you made a girl, wet her pants, not in a good way, and then you talked about how you.
That was actually pretty good.
That was good.
You accomplished the Halloween mission.
Yeah, I was in costume Halloween years ago, sitting in my my garden, the bed, what do you call it? Landscaping, bushes against the house, and I pretended to be
Palpatine from Star Wars.
And this little girl walks up to me.
And you scared her.
I didn't jump. I just moved.
And
she started screaming and crying, standing in place. And I looked down her leg, and she was wetting herself.
Poor baby.
And her mother runs over to her. Oh, it's okay. I'm like,
the scary man. So you've learned and not done Halloween since then.
Yeah, so
taking a break.
The cape off. I had makeup, so
it got worse.
And I just patted her on the shoulder. So sorry, apologized to her mother. And then when they left, I left my butt off.
Stop! You are not. No. All right, that's
Uh-uh.
it. For all the 4 people out there watching this,
Correct.
please don't send it to him.
Yes.
It was
Did you guys
so
actually get
funny.
trick-or-treaters last night
Did,
then?
yeah,
I know.
busy.
Packed in our neighborhood.
What is it?
Packed,
Yeah, we had a lot.
packed,
Okay.
We
packed.
had a lot of ours too.
I got one.
Yeah.
Put
It
him
was
parked
the
down the
Amazon
block and
driver.
walk home
It was
after
the Amazon driver. I love
Yes.
that.
So good.
Well, you had some the night before out by me in Lafayette. None. It poured, and it did not stop.
But you said your
So-
neighborhood does it big.
We do it
Yeah,
big.
they're not going to
They
get
do
it
it big last
Thanksgiving.
night.
All right, so that was then. What about today? What about now? What about Friday, the weekend? How we doing?
Yeah, that was way back last month in October. This is a new month. Yeah, it's a little bit dreary out there, kind of looking spooky on this November 1st. And we are going to see mostly cloudy skies for a very big part of the day. Looking live over the downtown area, 72 degrees out your door right now. Meanwhile, we finally had a day yesterday where we closed out the month. We didn't tie a record, didn't snap a record, made it up to 83 degrees, a little bit closer to where we should be this time of year. Meanwhile, on our live local radar, we are picking up on a couple of light showers this morning, and they're actually not that far away from the Baton Rouge area, so just don't be completely surprised if you get one of those quick ones. Meanwhile, Hammond down in New Orleans, they've had a little bit more in the way of activity over the last hour or so. Meantime, you see that cold front just completely wiping out and washing out over our area. Remember, this is the same front that had that big squall line, that line of organized thunderstorms yesterday, and just becoming weaker, more diffuse, and now it just basically stalls off to our north. This is a little bit of breaking news here. This wave in red just became so. It now has a 70% chance of developing. The next storm, by the way, would be the Peace storm. That would be Patty. No threat over here to Louisiana. Dew points stay elevated over a big part of the next several days, so we're going to feel that humidity, keeping our rain chances through today into tonight, and then it looks like the weekend hopefully is going to be looking a little bit better. But again, this afternoon, you're going to want to keep the rain gear handy. A couple scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's between 3 and 4 p.m. This is between 5 and 6 p.m. and it lingers, unfortunately, into the early part of the evening. Then we're going to trend drier. So if you're heading out to Friday night football, if you have early evening plans, you may want the umbrella. Later plans, you probably won't need it. Over the next 7 days, we're going to have a couple more chances of rain. Now, I know the timing yesterday wasn't that good, but we definitely need the rain because look at the drought conditions. Starting to see a little bit of severe drought across the northern and western part of our viewing area. So for today, we'll call it a 50% chance. High 85 degrees, although we might not even make it that far. Friday night football, we've got a lot of really good matchups. And again, we might get a couple scattered showers early in the game. Later in the game, we're going to be drier. Temperature's going to be in the 70s, so you might want the poncho, but you're not going to need any kind of heavy jacket or anything crazy like that. Don't forget to fall back on the clocks this weekend. And there you go. Finally, at the end of the 10-day forecast next week, we're finally going to feel cooler like we should this time of year. 7:10 out your door, Johnny A. Hopefully the roads are okay.
Most of them are, except the interstate. That's a pretty big road. 110 northbound, that entry ramp from I-10 west, where you go on to 110 northbound, they still have left and center lanes temporarily blocked due to that early morning vehicle fire that happened right before 5 o'clock in the morning. They just a few minutes ago opened this far right lane. That's the Government Street off ramp. Here's where all of the activity was this morning with just smoke everywhere with a vehicle fire. Now the good news is we understand that injuries are very, very minor. They got out of the car okay, or the vehicle, and so right now 110 northbound right lane is open, but the left and center lanes are blocked right there at the 10-110, and therefore our backups on I-10 westbound that start before the 10-12 merge and all the way to the downtown area, those backups are not going to get better anytime soon until they reopen the rest of those lanes on I-110 northbound. But again, the right lane has opened. They're still in the process of cleaning that up. Earlier fire before 5 o'clock this morning still had traffic backed up all morning long for our morning drive rush hour. It's 7:11. It's WAFB's 9 News Now. We do it every weekday morning, Monday through Friday, 7:02 on the Plus. And we have some headlines you might have missed earlier this morning as we go into the weekend. Matt Williams and Liz Coe have those for you right after this.
7:12 your time, real quick, few things going on. Deadline today, if you're looking to vote in the upcoming election, absentee ballot deadline today.
You have to pick it up by 4:30 this afternoon from your local registrar of voters office or through the GoVote app. It's easy to navigate, and then when you're done with it, fill it out completely, double check it. To make sure that it's all filled out, you need to return it to the same place you got it, the registrar of voters office, by 4:30 Monday afternoon.
Hey, say, Helena, welcome to Waste Management pickup of your dirty, dirty trash. You're getting a bright and shiny new trash can, actually, big old 96-gallon cart. It's going to come with some printed instructions on it. You're going to get a postcard in the mail about what to do, schedules and all that. But there you go. Big 96-gallon trash can coming your way to St. Helena.
You know what we're doing? Not wasting any candy. If you're trying to limit the candy your kids are going to have from Halloween, how about donating it to a great cause? Model Dentistry in Central, off Jewel Road, actually. Starting today, they're going to collect your candy for cash. They're going to trade you dollars for pounds, and this is going to military members. They're going to package them up in care packages and send them abroad. So consider this year, as you're going through that candy thinking it's too much, you keep in mind you can drop off that candy during business hours. Again, it is a win-win situation.
We are in fair season down here. We love a good fair. We got the Greater Baton Rouge State Fair going on. Sunday's going to be the last day. Make sure you get out there. They had to cancel yesterday because of the rain. It's not just the Greater Baton Rouge State Fair. Matt Venezia was live in New Roads this morning. You got the Harvest Fest in New Roads right there along False River, a gorgeous spot for all that fun stuff. So whether it be New Roads or Baton Rouge or any place in between here in South Louisiana, enjoy it. Just make sure you bring a little, maybe an umbrella.
That's a good
maybe
idea.
some rain coming later today, Friday night lights, that kind of a thing, football. Just be ready for maybe a little bit more rain.
We still know how to party here. Johnny,
That's
I love
right.
your Southern tie. You are ready to cheer them on.
Hey, Alabama A&M, Southern's on the road, LSU bye week this week.
Southeastern's on the road. Nick's the only one at home.
That's
so,
right. So we're-
Thibodeau, here we go.
That's right.
Go Blue!
Yeah, we're going to be
Well, that's
let's go
red.
and cheer them on tomorrow regardless. Yeah. It's all about a good party here.
right. You gonna go to Thibodeau?
No.
Dang, man, that's hard. They said that with like
Hey,
no.
we've had a pancake breakfast here. There's so much going on in town, too.
See you in Thibodeau.
Yeah.
You could be driving a Honda.
Celebrate the season with the gift of a new Honda during Happy Honda Days at Team Honda. Save thousands during our biggest sale of the year. Plus, get clearance pricing on a huge selection of new Hondas. The savings are here at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.